Hello everybody and welcome back. So we are doing this door and we are having made this one so far, and our main goal is to have the setup work like this. So we're gonna have this door and it works like this. And it's procedural, so you can in Houdini just change all the segments how many you want. This is what we want to do, and we are at the moment here and we are still in Houdini, so we are not really working in Unity. So we're going to make the door now. Well, yeah, not the door, but the wall, that's correct. So we're going to build the wall, and we can just start with a box. And if we just have this one in the we have it as a reference. So we will have this one. Well, you can have it as however you want, of course, but I'm gonna have it look like this. So this is the wall. Maybe you want it on the floor or the roof, I don't know, maybe in the space. But this is the wall that we're gonna have, and we're gonna make it look really good. And the first thing we're going to do a boolean, and we're going to have a hole, because for the door. So we can just copy this circle and pass it down here, and it should be subtract, and this one should be poly. We can do actually labs thickness on this one, that's fine. So if we make sure that this one is at least 2 units long like this, then we can just on both directions, so it's go through like this. Perfect. So now we have a hole, and I just want to have like divisions. I'm gonna have more 32, have a nice hole like this. So we have that one, so that's nice. And what we also want to do, if we take this part here, so this is the door, and if we do like this and we do a box, then the box will read that so it kind of fits into that one, and then we're just going to make a boolean again. So we're going to take this one and remove. And of course, you see that the door, the segments is as thick as the wall, so we need to make this one a little bit bigger. So now I have the holes, and we have the space for the doors to kind of go into. So that's lovely. And we are actually going to use a little bit the same thoughts as we did up here, but well, kind of the same techniques. So here we're going to do a group, first of all, group, and we're going to make sure that we pick all the surfaces pointing in a certain direction. So if we do keep by normals, and we do upwards, and then we do this spread angle to 0, now you notice we're only picking these surface like this. So now there's more ways to do this, but this is one way. So if we do blast, now we have these ones, and it's not working as I expected. So include the normals matching opposites direction. That's what I wanted to. So now you see that we kind of group out the forward and backward direction. Well, actually up and down direction in this case. And here I'm going to do delete non-selected, because it's going to be the surface. We need to peak this down a bit, and I'm gonna wait for that one so you understand why. And then we're just gonna do set the material and color, and so we're actually gonna use these in the same way. So I can just move it down here, and this is good. This is the yellow part, so this is going to be the wall. So here now, if you don't think about that stuff, we have the walls here, and we're going to UV map it here, so that's done. Now we're just going to make sure we have the edges here too. And that's what's going to happen on this side. So if we just do, so what we have on this side is the kind of edges, right? So if we do a poly extrude and extrude just a little bit, and we're going to do it inwards, because if you do it outwards, you do the shapes bigger, and that's not what we want. So we can just do like that and make sure, if we look at this one here, this edge here, we want the output back too. So now it's kind of solid, right? And reverse on this one, or it's actually called, yeah, reverse, perfect, like this. Then we just do a polybevel like this. Do 2 divisions, and then I want to, so if you look here, you see there's a lot of lines going on, and I don't think we need so many lines. So you can exclude up here by this one. That's good. And if we just now merge these together, now you see it works, but you see it kind of intersect here. And the reason it intersect is because we need to peak this one a little bit. So if we just peak it a little bit, yeah, that's good. So now we have the wall, and we also just need a collision mesh for this one too. So we're going to use, actually, if we take this door that we have here, and we can do this thickness here. I just want to use this circle. So this is a circle that defines the door's shape. And I want the same collision on this one. So now we actually made, when the door segments is open, then the collision will be perfect. So this is going to be a collision mesh. So I hope that made sense for you. And then we just clean this up a little bit. So here, this is going to be the collision part. So we have the collision part going on this side here. And then we just go put this one together like this. And then we do a transform to compensate for the scale difference in Unity and Houdini. And then we just do a raw FBX output. And I'm going to take this one here. So here we have this. And here, make sure you have this build path attribute stuff as name. And then we're just going to do, it's going to be the wall like this. And now the last part is that we need to, I'm going to take set prim name. I'm just going to take it down here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this here, and actually I'm going to do like this. So this is going to be art, and it's going to be collision. So now we saved collision mesh on the side here that looks like this. Then we have the wall looks like this. And the reason that the collision mesh and the art is not lining up is because when the doors is open, they're going to have this collision shape. And I guess you could actually make better collision because you can also put mesh collider on the doors. But yeah, it's going to be good enough for me. Now, if we just drag in the iris wall and the door, we move it to the pivot. So we take the wall, and here we have the collision. We just add mesh collider. And so we have that one here, and then the art. So we have steel. Gonna make sure we have the steel. That's over there, and then we do the surface. So this is it. This is the art part in the next one, we're going to make sure that we make the door open up like this. And if you just move this one up a little bit, it's going to look a little bit better. So it's going to be really awesome. So in the next tutorial, we're going to make sure that it works as intended. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next tutorial.